All right, let's get you some breaking inputs coming in straight from the Tamil Nadu Assembly. This says Tamil Nadu Assembly Speaker JCD Prabhakar was seen taking part in a rally against abortion, which has now gone viral. Prabhakar and his comments are now, in fact, courting controversy. The rally that was organized by the CHARIS Foundation saw participants raising slogans against the killing of fetuses. The video has now sparked questions over the TVK's stand on abortion and the speaker's own participation in the event. On that note, let's quickly go across to Dharani, who will share more details with us. Dharani, so far as reproductive rights, whether in India or in the state of Tamil Nadu are concerned, they were never divided on religious lines. What is one to make of his comments?
Well, a video in which the Speaker of Tamil Nadu Assembly, JCD Prabhakar, seen participating in an anti-abortion rally is going viral on social media platforms since yesterday. In fact, in this particular rally, we can see many people holding placards in their hands that read "Abortion is murder." So, JCD Prabhakar was actively part of this rally. In fact, he was also seen speaking among the participants of this rally. So now, questions are being raised, in connection with this by the opposition parties. Especially the BJP, it is questioning the TVK government's stance on abortion. Also the DMK is also questioning the TVK government's stance on abortion, because Tamil Nadu is often seen as a progressive state. It is seen as a society that is progressive. So in that, in that view, now many are telling that the Speaker of the Assembly promoting such regressive views is something that cannot be accepted at all. And they are asking the government to clarify what the government's official stance on this matter is, or if at all the Chief Minister, will he be able to clarify what he personally thinks about this particular topic is something that many of them are asking. But so far, the TVK government has remained silent on it, and the Speaker JCD Prabhakar, despite backlash from the opposition parties and also from the general public, he also remains silent on this matter so far. So today, in fact, the assembly session is currently ongoing. Just 5 minutes back, the assembly session has begun, and it remains to be seen if at all JCD Prabhakar has some sort of a clarification to provide during the course of the assembly proceedings today on this matter.
Right, but what is the kind of reaction coming in from the opposition parties like the AIDMK and the DMK and of course the BJP as well, given that it was a Catholic rally, and the fact is that you have one of the highest constitutional posts office holder like the Speaker of the State Assembly making that? All right, I'm sorry, I'll have to quickly go across to social activist Ms. Brinda Adige also joining me on the phone line. So, Ms. Adige, on one hand, you have the state government talking about Tamil pride. On the other hand, you have, a certain religion being endorsed. And over here, we see that one of the highest constitutional posts, and that is of the Speaker of a state assembly, endorsing views when it comes to, say, reproductive rights, that too on the basis of religion.
So we know that all religions are patriarchal, irrespective of who started it, where it got started, and how many years of history that they might claim. They are patriarchal, where they keep women in a certain space and in a certain place. Now, that said, let us also keep in mind that Constitution is supreme. And in this Constitution, the woman has the right to decide what she wants to do. If she chooses abortion, so be it. It is the job of the state to ensure that she gets access to health, that she makes decisions of her reproductive health, that she is the agency who's final in what she wants to do with her life. And if she's pregnant and chooses to have an abortion, that is absolutely that woman's right. And we are talking here about women who are voting citizens, women who are tax-paying citizens, women who have every right over their body. So bodily autonomy cannot be controlled either by the state or by the religion or by the family or by the community.
Oh,
of course, they will continue to say...
It's rather ironical, Ms. Adige, that this rally was organized on 10th of August, which also happens to be the day when India enacted its law on abortion and gave women their rights over their bodies. Many thanks to you, Ms. Adige, for joining in on Times Now. With that, more breaking inputs coming in. The Bharatiya Janata Party has stepped up its attack over Tamil Nadu Assembly Speaker JCD Prabhakar's participation in this anti-abortion rally organized by a Christian group. BJP leaders have questioned whether the speaker's participation is appropriate, arguing that slogans against abortion amount to opposition to women's rights and existing law. The Bharatiya Janata Party also accused political parties of following what it calls selective secularism and demanded equal standards for all religions. Let's quickly take this forward with Dharini, who continues to stay with us. So Dharini, what is the attack exactly about? Is it that the speaker, who happens to be one of the highest position holders under the Constitution, was part of this rally, or is it him endorsing certain religious beliefs?
The moment you become a public representative, you hold additional responsibility towards the kind of messages that you put out in public forums. Every single event you participate in, every single statement you make at public forums, they become highly scrutinized, and that is something that many in TVK do not seem to remember, or they do not seem to follow. Because here in Tamil Nadu, we have not often come across politicians who have actively taken part in any anti-abortion campaigns. It is not only about the present ruling party.
Dharini, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I'll have to quickly go across to Mr. Rahul Ishwar, who's also an activist, joining me on the phone line. So, Mr. Ishwar, the fact that this rally is associated with a particular religion, and that it was organized on that very day when India enacted its law, which gave women the right to terminate a pregnancy depending upon their choice, what is one to make of the existing government's own viewpoints?
Two aspects. One, abortion is a very touchy topic, not only in India, even in places like US. Even governments fall on issues of abortion. So it's a very touchy, cultural, spiritual, ethical kind of a question. Second, we all believe as a modern society, women should have a right of their own body. A body autonomy is a must. We can definitely say the child also has rights. Child should also be taken care. So rather than anti-abortion rally, we need pro-health rallies. A healthy system where woman is protected. If she wants, her child is protected. And also the family system should be there. Even RSS Sarsanch Chalak Mohan Bhagwatji rightly